afternoon.
Oh, good. We have an audience. My name is Shannon, and I've had the pleasure of working with your kids for this week. This is Harry over here, and we are from Kidstock. Kidstock is located in Winchester, but we do a lot of outreach. We come here, obviously, for February vacation. We also work in some schools in Arlington and Winchester and Melrose, so we do have outreach programs as well. If your kids had a great time this week, which it really seems like they did, we had a great time, and you're interested in any further information about what we do at our facility in Winchester, the website is listed on the bottom of your program. All that's on our website right now is our summer schedule, and summer registration is ongoing now. We run in 1 and 2 week sessions, so and half and full day options depending on the age of your child. So that's my shameless marketing plug for right now. What we're going to show to you today is our performance of Potter, a Magical Musical. The kids have done an amazing job. We put this play together in 3.5 days essentially, because half of today didn't really count. As you'll see, they've made crystal balls here on the edge of the stage to predict their future. The majority of the crystal balls have them decorated with what their future is. They're also going to go home with spell books that they created and these magic wands, called every wands, that they made as well. At the end of the play, just to go over dismissal procedure with you quickly, we're going to ask you guys to leave the theater and just hang out in the lobby for a couple minutes while we get out of costume, collect our belongings, and collect all of our art projects so that we are organized and ready to head home. The play, that shouldn't take very long. We've got everything set up back, so if you guys would just bear with us for a couple minutes at the end and hang out in the lobby, we will get your kids to you just as soon as we can. Without further ado, I think that's everything, covered everything. If you have a cell phone, if you could just turn it off or turn it on vibrate so that nobody wants to be that person. Yeah, I guess we're ready to go. Are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Are you ready?
Yeah!
All right, stand up. May we present to you Potter, a Magical Musical.
Thank you.
Quidditch at Hogwarts? This will certainly be an interesting summer.
And off the teachers went discussing what the possibilities were. Meanwhile, in the great hall, the students were gathering for their meal, and they were about to get some very bad news. They were reading and talking to their friends. Suddenly, Harry came in with terrible news.
Everyone, guess what? What? The field has been destroyed. No! What about the tournament? The Gryffindors would have won anyway. Ravenclaw would have beaten them anyway. Everyone's a winner. No! Harry would have cheated anyway. Yeah, and he's a terrible flyer. Stop. Slytherins always win.
Unfortunately, Harry had some even worse news to share.
You will not believe what we're doing instead. What? We're doing a play. A play? I think it's a wonderful idea. This is terrible. I have great spells to make costumes. I have great spells to memorize lines. My voice is not strong to talk about. I can't sing. Me neither. See? No! Told ya.
But they all had the same question.
Who destroyed the field?
And they started to think. Unfortunately, they all came to the same terrible conclusion.
It had to be. It must have been. Yes, it was. It can be. It should have been. It can't be. It is. Wait, hold up. Stop! He who must not be named.
Well, let's hear a song about he who must not be named.
Beware of the one called you know who, because he might be coming after you. He's mean and cruel, plus a whole lot more. The only one who fears is the best of them. Now he knows meaner than before. Voldemort! He's so evil that he ought to be ashamed. Voldemort! When there's trouble, then you know should be named. He who must not be named. You know Tom Riddle when he was just a kid. You just couldn't believe the kind of things he did. He could have been good, but he chose to be bad. Just think what he did to Harry's mom and dad. It makes us all so sad. Voldemort, he's so evil that he ought to be ashamed. Voldemort, when there's trouble, then you know who should be named. He who must not be named. Evil powers, he even talks to snakes. So when Harry's scar just fades, beware for goodness sake. Voldemort, he's so evil that he ought to be ashamed. Voldemort, when there's trouble, then you know who should be blamed. He who must not be named.
Well, back in the teacher's lounge, the teachers were discussing the possibility that it may have indeed been he who must not be named who destroyed the Quidditch field. This made them all very nervous.
I don't care if it was awful. Fine, for goodness sake, he who must not be named. We won't let it ruin our scary.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
There was tension in the teacher's lounge.
Oh, let's go attend to my plans.
Suddenly, everyone else had something they had to be doing. Meanwhile, the students were arriving one house at a time for their drama class, and they weren't happy about it. In came Gryffindor, grumbling. Harry couldn't believe it.
I can't believe we have to do a play. Me too. I myself would like to do something else. We're not.
Well, they weren't the only ones who had that opinion, because Slytherin came in grumbling too. They complained the whole way on stage, in their heads. Malfoy wondered.
What would this teacher do? He'd probably be really peeled. I don't want to do a play. Me neither.
Well, they weren't the only ones whining because poor Hannah Abbott had to drag Cedric in against his will. He complained and struggled the whole way. He said, "Let me go." Once she finally got him to his spot, he complained and said,
I don't want to be in a play.
she said, "Well, that's..."
Well, that's what we're doing now.
She wasn't the only one to be excited because Ravenclaw couldn't wait to start the play. Cho couldn't wait to meet the teacher.
I can't wait to meet the teacher. I wonder what he'll be like.
Well, they didn't have to wait too long because in came their drama teacher.
Hello, class.
Hi.
I'm your new drama teacher.
Well, Hermione ran straight up, didn't waste any time.
Oh, does someone know if you need
Ron and Harry said.
Of course you will.
Hermione wasn't the only one trying to make nice with the teacher.
We don't have spells.
Well, you don't need spells to do theater.
They all yelled.
No spells.
You need backstage magic, of course.
Malfoy was confused. How can there be?
How can it be magic? How can there be magic with no spell? Wizards use magic. This is wizard school. How do you use magic without spell? What kind of magic are you talking about?
Backstage magic, of course.
I wonder what backstage magic is. Let's find out.
You don't need spells to do theater. There's lots of magic right here. Let me show you what I mean right now. Like the Okay, so what's this guy's name again? Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. What kind of wizard was he again? He wasn't a wizard. I can't believe there's a play about cats. I can't believe there's a play about witches.
The Slytherins were fighting over their book.
To be or not to be? Not to be. To be or not to be? Not to be. Slings and arrows. Slings and arrows? This play is awesome. And this play is where everybody dies at the end.
Well, they all came to the same realization. Their professor pointed out,
It seems like you guys are under the spell of success.
let's hear about the spell of success.
Where did they put them up here?
At first,
We didn't believe that. It just didn't seem possible. They said we couldn't imagine. It just couldn't be more tragic. They're gonna kill them tonight. So we had a interesting time. But when we got it, it felt so right. What were you smell? The smell of success.
well, the students went off to meet up with the spell of success, and their professors were discussing how well they were doing while they were in the teacher's room.
I think they might be ready.
You're doing a great job, and they're doing it without magic.
Are you sure there aren't any potions being used? I could try some verticism to get the truth out.
Oh, enough, Snape. I know for sure that there are no charms in place.
I could ask Mad-Eye.
Your eye never fails.
Yes, might be good to check.
Spy on the students? Are you sure?
You can never be too careful. Let's see what they're up to.
And off Mad-Eye went to spy on the children with his magical X-ray eye.
What do you see? Dark arts, potions? I knew it. I knew it. They couldn't do it without magic.
Snape, let him speak. What do you see, Mad-Eye?
I hope they're doing okay. I'm sure they're very talented.
Well, Mad-Eye?
What's the verdict?
Mad-Eye didn't like when people snuck up in.
They're actually doing it without magic, and they're having fun. Really? Rats!
I knew they could do it. I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Let's let them be able to see if they can look at tomorrow.
He also wondered about magical creatures. So they came back in because they still had more to talk about. He wondered about magical creatures.
After some magical creatures, I could get some water
No!
Oh, I have an idea. What about some fancy plants?
No!
Or not?
I'm sure that they will be spectacular.
I can't wait.
Me neither. I can't.
Oh, enough. Tomorrow is the day of the show.
Let's let them be able to take up from tomorrow.
And off they went, chatting excited, wondering what to They high-fived about their wonderful, dangerous ideas. Malfoy pointed out,
We need a bad guy no matter what we do. Yeah, but who? Stop! You must not be named.
well, they certainly had a predicament, so they started to think. They made noises while they thought. Thinking is a noisy process. Suddenly, Harry had it.
I got it. What? We'll turn it into 7 plays. Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, let's go.
And off they went to prepare for their show, because it's almost showtime. Their show went off without a hitch, and the teachers were so proud of them. They discussed it in the teacher's lounge. They couldn't believe how wonderful their students had done.
I never thought I'd see the day. Our students at Hogwarts have done it.
It was breathtaking, truly breathtaking. That single spell castle filled with magic.
I have an eye for this sort of thing. But I must say, it was spectacular.
Stop playing good cheer, well wishes. It wasn't spectacular. It was amazingly spectacular.
Professors, listen to this. It turns out there was an author in the audience today, and she wants to turn a kid's play into a book.
Not just one book, 7. Her name was J.K. Something. Who cares? We're going to be famous.
I've always wanted to be famous.
It gets better. I just received a phone call from...
Wait, get the children up here.
The children all gathered.
Students at Hogwarts.
The children gathered their minds at the end of the day.
Children, please come.
In they came at the call of their professors.
Wait, what? Children?
Once they were all seated, they ran quickly chattering. Once they were all seated, McGonagall said,
Okay, as you were saying.
I can't. It's too exciting.
Tell us!
Broadway.
everyone gasped.
They want to turn the kids' play into a show on Broadway?
I am speechless.
Thank grown for that. We're going to be super famous. Broadway? This is amazing. Our Hogwarts.
Well, if we're going to Broadway, we're going to have to sing about this wonderful place we all call home. Where magic not only leaves our wands, but fills the theater with it. This place we all call
Hogwarts!